scrappy friends. I have a sketching it up with Megan and Hannah video for you today. We are on sketch number 3 and we are using that sketch that you just seen by Citrus Twist once a week, I think. On Sundays they post sketches, so if you're looking for a good place that has some really fun and easy simple sketches, I will make sure I have the link below. I'm looking through my Oasis papers because I have tons of them because I've been hoarding them. I'm not gonna lie, I just haven't been using them that much. Though with that said, I have some ideas that I want to use them with because I want to use some of them. So for a lot of my Hawaii pictures that I still have, so I haven't used that many, but these are from Hawaii, so I thought that it was only perfect to pull them out and use them. Plus, it talks a lot about weekends and fun and vacations and all that kind of stuff. And this is from last Memorial Day. Well, okay, it wasn't, I don't think it was last Memorial Day, but maybe it was. It might have been last Memorial Day. You know what? It might have been. We had friends of my husband, one of the guys that he used to work with, him and his wife came over and we had ribs. Actually, this might have been 2 years ago, but I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't really matter when it was, does it? We had barbecue ribs and I made some homemade sun tea or like iced tea, and I'm from New York, so iced tea is always without sugar. um so nice and strong and without sugar. So that's just how we do it up in the north. um us northerners. And I made that berry tart. My husband wanted a tart, and so I made one. But anyway, so I was looking through quite a bit of papers because I'm just not sure exactly what I want. I don't know. You would think with a really simple sketch that I would say, yeah, this is going to be really easy. I did decide to leave a little bit of gap up above on the sketch that was not like that, and I'm going to add this paper, this wood grain. I thought that that would look really nice if you've seen a little bit of that wood grain. And it's a really light wood grain, and I had thought about maybe using one of the other colors, and that would have been fun too. uh I have a few pulled out, and a lot of them are from the Simple Stories Snap Basics collection. You can get a variety of wood grains that are just all different cool colors and shades and stuff. So that is what I was picking through. But now I'm just gonna, you're gonna see, this is really, I think, a layout. It's just, I don't know what it is. I maybe because I've been doing a lot of travelers notebook spreads too, that like these layouts have been really rough for me. And you would think a sketch means easy. I don't know. Sometimes I think because I create stuff without sketches so much now for design team stuff, that when I have to use a sketch, it's like, what do I need to do? You would think it'd be really easy, but I play with paper. So um I kept a lot of the hemming and hawing in here because I really thought that it would be good for you guys to just see, and maybe we'll talk through uh my thought process. Now, I decided to use that bigger piece because the smaller one just wasn't big enough. There is something like a small picture or whatever that's supposed to go up there. There's actually supposed to be 4, right? 4 pictures? Yeah. But one is, there's some different sizes. I don't really know if they're like 4x4s or 3x4s or what sizes, but I'm using pretty much all 4x4s, which does change it up a little bit, but I really like the way that looks with all the 3 like that. And these were already printed off. I printed them off last year. So, which is why I'm thinking that this is actually from last year. But anyway, back again, it really doesn't matter when it's from. So I do kind of play around with that top piece because I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted it layered, because in the sketch there's a lot more space. I decide to use that little crazy love embellishment thing, and it's like a die cut that's all white, and I decide to watercolor it really quick. And I just did more of like an ombre from a teal aqua color to some purples. I thought that would match pretty good with the theme. And because there's berries and strawberries, or like blueberries and strawberries and blackberries, you get some of those purpley colors. Though I did use a filter, I think, on those. And so it's a little bit more, especially that tart has more yellowing on it. I don't know if it's just from fading or if it's partly from the filter that I use, because I know I use a filter on it, but like an Instagram filter probably. And I really was having a hard time with this cluster over here. I don't know why. So you're going to see me play around with this. And I thought about having that paper just in a bigger sheet. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it there like that, but there's that gap in between the die cut with the hearts and that piece. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to work with that, so I put another piece down, and eventually that's going to get picked up because I don't like it. And my Crazy Love piece is dry, and that's from Scraptastic. Remember how we used to get, though, I don't know if any of you guys got Scraptastic, but we used to get these little pieces in our kits, and some months they were really awesome, and some months were harder to use, but that's okay. And both the hearts and that is from Scraptastic. So here I'm playing around with that again because I really it didn't work. I don't know. It wasn't working for me. I think even if I would go back, I wouldn't use that black and white like gingham pattern, but I wanted to use it because it kind of reminds me of like a tablecloth, you know? So I thought that it would be really fun there. But I do like the weekends. I thought about tracing around that top piece, but I decided no, because if I do it and I don't like it, then I'm stuck not having a piece. I end up moving that down there, and I actually like that so much better. It really makes it work a lot better. And I liked the stripe with that little teal out of it a little bit better the way that I had it that way, because otherwise the stripes were just too long and didn't work with the gingham. I think that's probably it's just because those patterns weren't really meant to go together, and I'm making them work anyway. And I really like that tag. I stuck that piece of tag, and I still felt like something else needed to go up at the top. So I'm going to put this craft just a little bit hanging over the edges of that corner of that photo, and I'm just gonna go all out and I'm gonna wrap stuff all around. Originally the sketch has just a smaller section of stuff, but I'm going all out and I'm just wrapping it all the way around. It's getting wrapped all the way around, and that piece says West Coast relax and unwind, and I didn't care for the picture at all, but I don't need the picture, right? But I did like the saying, because in Hawaii, there's just this mentality of when you get together and hang out with friends, it's just, you really are just relaxing. And it's not necessarily West Coast, but I just thought that that vibe from it just really works. So now I am working on the title. Finally, we're at the title part. And I'm using these craft thickers. These are going to go with that craft, the craft that's already on the layout, and it's going to work with a lot of the browns. So right now the title is reading Friends and Food Are, and I'm working on and these smaller alphas, I've used them so many times. And so I'm really running out of like ease and stuff like that. And so I kind of have to play around with trying to figure out what I wanted. And I end up deciding to just use the the 3 instead for the E. And yeah, so that's how I'm going to do it. And they're not perfect. Those alphas, yeah. But then I pick out these pretty little studio ones. And those are going to go on my spread too. And I really like those. They're really nice and fun. So now I'm thinking, let's start getting this stuff around. Let's put these down. And so I want to wrap it around the layout. Originally, the title is just supposed to be up at that top, but there's not enough space. I mean, maybe I guess if I made a smaller title, but I really wanted a fun one. Sometimes I just want a fun title. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes I do. So when I use a really big title, I want it to be nice and fun. So I'm going to play around a little bit. Those little small ones, uh, they're weird. I don't know. They don't butt up next to each other that great, and they come up really easily. But I play around with these ones too, because I'm not sure if I want everything to fit as much as I can over on that side before I wrap around again. And I put it there and I don't like it. I don't like it. It just doesn't work for me. So in a minute, I'm gonna decide to pull it up. I'm gonna I start doing combo and then I realize, nah, I don't like it there. So I'm gonna pull it up, and thankfully these aren't super sticky that it rips my paper. They came up pretty easily. I probably will want to make sure that there's extra glue underneath before I put them in my protector. Those little gold and like sky blue ones will need something too. But I really like it right above there, and I'm going to use combo there. I did think about moving combo underneath weekend, because this is how I want it to read. So it's supposed to read friends and food are the perfect combo. But I was thinking, hey, it could have been perfect weekend combo, right? Because it's the weekend. I think this was Memorial Day weekend, so nice and fun and ribs and oh my goodness. But I'm going to end up switching it up again because I pick out this little die cut that says Sunday, because this was probably a Sunday, because that was one of the days that we did a lot of stuff in Hawaii. So even if it wasn't, who really cares, right? It was the weekend, and so I stick some more of these stickers just around, and that's pretty much gonna be it. After, you're not gonna see me do it, but I end up putting enamel dots all around it too, just to finish it off, because I felt like it needed something else and I didn't feel like going and get my sequins. I don't know why. I've just been feeling using enamel dots lately. But so I did that, and then that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to go check out Megan's sketch and see how she interpreted it. So she'll have her video up too. And if you want to play along with us, just let us know and tag us, and because we would love to see you guys how you guys did the sketch too. So have a great scrappy week, and I will see you guys later. Bye.